Hi, thanks for being in a new video. This time I have with me the Nubia Neo 3G. Let's give you first impressions. To get to know this new generation, you have to start. Notice that it integrates a design very similar to the last generation, unlike the GT edition that bets on a slightly different and textured design. In this case, it has a completely smooth cover. Although they are visible, there are some textures, but they are only visible. It also repeats a camera design with this style, so the biggest differences with respect to the last generation will be inside. And note that in this area, we will find strips of lights, although honestly they are not very powerful. But you can take advantage of them to decorate the device while you are playing, or also to function as a kind of notification LED. Let me show you the settings. For example, you could select the effect if you want it to be a slow or fast flicker, and also the color. And obviously, you will be able to use it not only while you are playing, but also to receive notifications, show the charging status, and some other parameters. Regarding the design, we will also find the traditional triggers that we saw since last generation, in this case with a small texture to the touch, but without relief unlike the GT edition. So it continues with the same pretty much what we saw since last generation. However, are triggers that you can perfectly take advantage of to map touch buttons on the screen and thus gain much more agility. Similar to what we see with Red Magics, but transferred to an economic device. You will find a screen of 6 to 8 inches in its diagonal, quite wide, and in this case it is not an amount screen, unlike the GT edition that will give us a little more quality in the display. In that aspect, but it's still a display with 120 Hz in its marked refresh rate that will be able to give us a smooth experience during the game. And for that, the processor that integrates is the Unisoc CT. A relatively new processor because we have not seen it incorporated in any other device, so it is its premiere, so to speak. We will have to put it to the test in a review to see more or less the power it could reach. An important section at the software level is that it comes with the game space, again inherited from Red Magic, so it is going to give us access to all this suite that we can get to have while we are playing. For example, we are going to open one of these games and notice that in this case, several tools are enabled, and from the sidebars, we are going to have direct access to all these plugins and additional add-ons. All of this is also present in the GT model, so it is going to give you an experience that you can have while you are playing. Very close to what a Red Magic would give you, obviously according to the price level, but at the software level, if it gives you access to all these tools, that is undoubtedly one of its main attractions. Not only is it available in this light edition, but there is also a slightly darker variant, and in this case it will have a variable battery depending on the market. In some markets it will have a capacity of 5,200 milliamps, while in other markets it will reach 6,000 milliamps, making it even more attractive. It's a strategy that several Chinese manufacturers are taking, so let's wait for more details as this device is distributed in other regions. Unlike the GT edition, it doesn't have a reference system, but I think it's for a slightly lower price segment, and that's positive because this one will be entry level for gamers. The GT model will be a step up, and if you want to jump higher, you can go with the Red Match. And note, it is also compatible with these gaming accessories. In this case, it is the Nubia gamepad that comes perfectly usable. In this case, it is running Free Fire, and as you can see, it works without any problem. It does not have any fan or additional cooling, but it is perfectly compatible with these devices. This Neo 3 starts around $200. For the moment, we have reached the end of this video. Let me know in the comments what you thought. This has just been a tour of first impressions, but we hope to have this device for a more complete review later. Let's continue touring here in Barcelona, and see you next time.